Your next comedian, he told me he wanted to be Pinocchio. But let's give a warm welcome for Troy Rose. Yeah, Troy?
Yeah. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, guys? Good, love to hear it. Hi, my name's Troy. I'm 34 years old, and I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. Thank you. Life's been pretty hard lately. I've recently been diagnosed with a personality disorder. It's okay though. Like, I'm medicated now. I spent 34 years of my life pretty much being able to think myself into a depression daily. Okay, I don't know if any of you have that uncanny ability here. But if I had a superpower, right, being able to think myself into a depression, if I were a superhero, my name would be like Depression Man. I know, very creative. I kind of imagine Depression Man kind of being like, you know, like Batman. But he's got a little bit of a different utility belt. You know, he doesn't throw like batarangs and smoke grenades. He's got things like rope. Maybe some Xanax. He's got a revolver with one round in it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. The gun's fully loaded. Depression Man ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Depression Man likes to visit me, like when I'm in the car. You know, I'll just be like, kind of like, you know, driving around. Depression Man will show up, I'll just be driving. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good bridge. I was going to school to be a pilot before this, and God, could you imagine if Depression Man found me in the cockpit? I'm just flying along, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good building. It turns out Depression Man does have a kryptonite, though. Ironically, it's also green. Marijuana. I love marijuana. Marijuana's awesome. It's great. I really like the dispensaries. I like going to the dispensaries. They have like everything you need there, right? They're a one-stop shop. They got weed in every form you can imagine in there. They got flour. They got chocolate. They got gummy bears. They got gummy worms. They got cotton candy. They got soda. They got cough syrup. They even have these THC patches now. You know what I'm talking about? Like the nicotine patches that used to slap on your back and put the nicotine right into your bloodstream. Yeah, they make those for THC now. I'm wearing 5 of them. Something I think is kind of weird at the dispensary, though, is they give you reward points. You know, I don't feel like we should be giving a reward to people for buying things that people are currently in jail for. I was checking out one time at the dispensary, and I didn't even know they had the reward points then. And I'm checking out, and she goes, "Oh, let's check your rewards points." Now, I got real nervous when she said that. Because I've been going there a long time, and I never knew they had rewards points. So as soon as the words started coming out of her mouth at decibel 10, she's like, 7,000, and I'm like, shh, 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 shh. First of all, lower your voice. I don't need everyone in here knowing how much money I spend on weed, okay? At the same transaction that I was doing that, she told me about the rewards points, I realized I'm getting old. I can tell I'm getting old because I don't know how to use the card reader anymore at checkout. Okay? It's pretty much an adult game of Bop It at this point. Tap it. Slip it. Twist it. You know, or the old-fashioned, insert it, right? So Personally, I like to ask for consent before I put it in. Some people are real adamant. It depends on the person. Some people don't want you to put it in. They just want you to keep tapping it. You know what I mean? After I left the dispensary that day, I said, man, I really started to spend a lot of money on my weed. You should probably start looking, somewhere else to buy it, somewhere local, like from someone I know maybe. So I started looking for weed in places you wouldn't normally look for weed. Turns out the girl that cuts my hair sells weed. Thought it was pretty cool. I used to go to the dispensary to buy my weed in Waterford, and now I go to Great Clips. I get paid twice at the same place. I do still have to go to the dispensary to get my edibles, though. I like the chocolates. I like putting the edibles or the chocolates in my coffee. Right? We're bringing a whole new meaning to Wake and Bake here. So, and I need that before I go and watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for 4 hours with my daughter. So there I am on the couch, sitting there, stoned and energized. And I was thinking, I wish this fucking mouse would say something useful for once. I wish he would be like, oh, whoa! Hey, Penelope, how about you try eating all your dinner today? Or, maybe like, oh boy, Penelope, that sure is a big poopy. How about you try whipping your own ass? Or my personal favorite, hey, Penelope, how about we try letting Dad take a shit alone today? So, one time my wife took me on a surprise to Painting with a Twist. I went and got a haircut beforehand, and I was stoned in the parking lot before. I put my own twist on Painting with a Twist, if you will, okay? And we walk in there, and my wife surprised me. It was completely a surprise. I had no idea what we were painting. We walk in there, I'm stoned, and it's Super Mario themed. I was super excited. I love video games. I just thought it was super cool that I was high painting shrooms. Thank you guys, I'm Troy.